Did you know that more than 20,000 people are injured, admitted to the hospital each year from falling out of bed? But it's not just a little bump on the head. According to the CDC, 450 people die each year from falling out of bed. But could a product meant to keep you in bed be one of the culprits of other injury? Well, our investigative reporter Melanie Woodrow found out why government officials are studying bed rails.
My father's name was Harry Griff. My father, great guy, give you the shirt off his back. The last few years of his life, he wasn't eating as well as he should be. He was not taking care of himself as well as he should be.
So Pamela made the difficult decision to place Harry in an assisted living facility where he could get the around-the-clock care he needed.
I saw him on December 23rd. And when I left, I said, I'll see you Christmas Day. I saw him Christmas Day, all right. My dad had passed.
The cause of death listed on an autopsy: neck compression by bed rail.
His head came through the side rail and his neck was resting on the top of it, and he strangled to death.
Unexpected for you.
Very unexpected.
Pamela was not alone. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, between 2003 and 2012, 155 people died in incidents involving bed rails, most often from rail entrapment.
It didn't even occur to me that this could possibly happen.
In 2006, the Food and Drug Administration released voluntary guidelines to reduce bed rail entrapments. Establishing regulatory action was more difficult. A bed rail can either be a medical device regulated by the FDA or a consumer device regulated by the Consumer Product Safety Commission. In the meantime, Pamela wants others to learn from her loss.
I work in an intensive care unit. Bed rails are used all the time. But you need to be aware of the dangers that they can pose.
Because you believe these types of deaths can be prevented.
100%. If you have bed rails, check them. Make sure that your loved one can't get even a hand, a leg, whatever. They can't get it through these bed rails so that the same thing doesn't happen to them.
It's one of the harsh realities of medicine. Sometimes something that's designed to prevent injuries can cause them. What does the company that manufactures these bed rails say in this case?
Well, the company in this case, Investigative, told me that patient safety is their top priority and that they really encourage caregivers and patients to be aware of the potential dangers involving bed rail entrapment, but that they continue to follow the FDA's guidelines for how to manufacture these bed rails. And the thing is, those are just guidelines, just like you heard in the piece. They're not regulations, so it's up to the individual manufacturer whether or not to follow them. I should also note that in Mr. Griff's case, there was a lawsuit that was settled out of court with not only Investigative, but multiple other parties with no admission of liability. And I think because this issue is becoming more known and talked about, they are making changes to bed rails. They're making the spaces smaller, and they're looking to make improvements so that this won't happen.